Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of the 0 to 100,000 Robux challenge. So in this week, I know this video is a bit late compared to the other video, but in this week, I'm basically going to show you the progress that I've done. And I got some feedback on the last video that I should show the actual purchases and some screenshots of the work. So I'll make sure to leave that as well in this video. And just for clarity, here are some of the screenshots and some of the purchases from the last video, just so you guys know that it is real. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into week 2 of this series. So for the first commission of the second week, we started off with the total from the last week, which was 44,701 Robux. And for this commission, I again had to work with the FNAF game. And I had to do some things like setting up a round system and making my system compatible with their own animations. And also just adding more animatronics, having different classes. So there would be an animatronic class and there would be a human class. And for this payment, I got a whopping 21,000 Robux, which brings the total up to 65,701 Robux within the first commission of the second week. For the second commission, I worked on a round system for a different client. This was not the tower defense or the FNAF game, but a completely different game. I basically had to make the main loop of the game, so the main round system, and I had to make sure that it was a game, the game was about lava rising, and I had to make sure that the actual lava was rising and then stopping and, everything like that, making sure the game functioned as it should. And this was just a quick small commission. I got paid a total of 2,100 Robux for this commission. It took me about an hour to do, and that would bring the total up to 67,801 Robux for the second commission of week 2. For the third commission of week 2, I again worked for the FNAF game, where I basically wanted to start finishing up some of the project after having done the round system for the game and having done their FNAF like character class selection, everything like that. I basically had to make it so the game would be compatible with a main menu. And I went and did this. There was a shop and there was a play button, and I did some more, quality of life work, etc. And I got paid a total of 10,150 Robux for this commission, which brings the total up to 77,951. So it's actually nearing the 100,000 mark, which is very, very nice to see already in week 2. For the fourth commission, I worked on a game called Fortress Master Tower Defense, which is a public game on Roblox that sits with around 100 to 200 active concurrent users. So I was actually really happy to work shortly on a game that actually had a bit of traction on Roblox. And they had another game with over 3,000 players, so that was really sick. I just did a small quick commission for them, where I basically had to make a key system with some data servers that basically let anyone buy a key for someone else to play the game while the game was still in early access and you had to buy the access to the game. And I basically got paid 8,505 Robux for this, which brings the total up to 68,456 Robux. So that's the end of the fourth commission in week 2. And for the fifth and the last commission of week 2, I had to again work for the tower defense game. And for this sake, I had to rewrite some of the core systems, like the core enemy controller and tower placement. I also had some bug fixes, which I did for them, which I delivered and got my pay for. And this was my third or fourth commission for these guys, I believe. So they've been funding a big part of this series. But in total, I got paid 20,150 Robux for this, leaving the week 2's total to be 106,606 Robux, smashing through the 100,000 goal, which means that in just 2 weeks, I was able to generate 100,000 Robux, or more than 100,000 Robux from just coding on Roblox. So this really shows you guys that go ahead, open Studio, close that game you're playing, and close that YouTube video. Not this one, finish this one, but close whatever you're doing, and go on Studio and mess around for a bit if this is something that you want to be able to pursue yourself. And you can find a bunch of useful resources on YouTube, and if you need really niche systems, I might have some of them on my own channel, so you can go ahead and check that out. And I hope you guys have had a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.